Oh yeah, you can.
Hey, we have battery. What's up, you fucking shits? Welcome back to the shop. The plan of attack for today is to hopefully get the Supra to run. I'm just gonna come out and say it. I messed up the firing order on it. We may or may not. Well, I should stop saying we. I found some wrong information on a forum that kind of ended up biting me. And that's why the car hasn't ran very well, or if really at all, in the last few videos. But we have no more fuel leaks. The ECU is seeing all the triggers. All of our sensors are picking up. We have fuel, we have spark. We did all of the tests that we needed to do yesterday to verify that everything is working. The only thing that we're seeing is like a 1/2 amp draw when we're starting it, which makes sense. But some of the wires that like run for like my main power, like we changed this one out because what was in there was like a little tiny dinky line. I want to do those ones too, I think. But I mean, as of right now, we should be golden to get it running because it was running on this before. So the plan of attack is to, once Will gets up here, get this thing plugged in. I want to change up the firing order to what it should be and just try it like that, see what happens. We're like perfect 10 degrees before TDC every time. Timing light is showing us what we want. So it should be running. Like there's like everything points to this thing should be running. Minus the firing order. It's the only thing so far that we've been able to validate doesn't work. So hopefully if we fix that, it turns on. I'm happy we drive it today. We'll find out. Before you give me shit about the firing order thing, I gave the dude the first answer I found on a forum. It's like, bite me. I didn't remember it offhand. It was late. I have no idea how this thing got so gnarly so fast. Like my roof leaks or somebody's just been driving the Stealth. Which I guess either way, I don't really care. Just like want an answer to this mystery. Literally, I would like last video just watched it.
There's nothing up there that, yeah, because Jake's
Oh, just toss it. It's fine.
There we go.
Yeah.
Never to be seen again.
Dude, yeah, Mouse is gonna eat that whole thing.
Yeah.
It has zero chance. So I actually have no idea what to do. I came back from my Colorado vacation from Proving Grounds to this and like, I don't know what's going on in here, so I'm just gonna leave it alone. Guess it's not my room for the time being, but that's fine. Again, my main focus today is to get this thing running. And you probably see that again, there's no interior in it. We were going to redo all of that. You can see back there. Nah, be fine. I mean, the car works, turns on, none of those things, but power runs through things. That's what I'm trying to say. And we went back through with a multimeter and checked resistances on everything, and nothing seems super far out of whack. It's just ugly. The only thing I do really want to change is this ground situation that like I cobbled together in 2 seconds. That definitely needs to change. I'd like some of these grounds to actually go to the engine block. We'll see. I don't know if they need to or not. Some people are like, oh, ground only to the engine block. Some people are like, oh, there's no such thing as too many grounds. I don't know. I'm gonna be in the camp of no such thing as too many grounds, and I'm gonna send a few more. Other than that, I think it's the only work that I need to do, so you're not gonna see any of that. Yeah, I need to shut the hell up. We'll get back to this when Will gets here. And the man himself has arrived. So at this time, we're gonna do our beep boops in the computer, see what happens. Pretty confident. Hopefully we get it to purr, if you know what I mean. I got it.
It's just that was so much better.
That sounded so much better. That sounds like a, yeah, there it is.
Turn it off. No coincidence.
Yeah, no, I got you.
All right, there we go. So yes, you know.
Oh. Cut to what it sounded like a second ago and I forgot to film. Something ain't right. That's what it sounded like last time, and that just made me happy.
The genius behind this.
That just made me so happy. Is Will?
This is why you have a whiteboard.
This is why you have a Will.
Well, Will had it as 1-3.
This is why you have a f***ing Will. Hell yeah. Ah, cool. That just honestly hearing that made my day so much better. And it was not going well before this. Ah! Alright, I'm gonna probably put a radiator back in this thing now and have some fun. What are you doing?
I am explaining the science behind what we just figured out here. So, This right here is our Mk3, is our 7M firing order, 153624. Now, the wonderful thing about firing orders, that if you split it in half and stack your numbers on top of each other, pair of cylinders 1 and 6 are a pair, 5 and 2 are a pair, 3 and 4 are a pair. Coil 1 will have cylinders on a wasted spark system. Cylinders 1 and 6 will be on coil 1. Coil 2 will have cylinders 2 and 5, and coil 3 will have cylinders 3 and 4. So our coil firing order is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Class is in session.
Well, cool. We're looking good. So we're gonna throw everything kind of back together now. I got the radiator back in off camera and move some of these lines around. I'm just gonna throw the cooling system back together real quick, do a last bolt check. Everything else should be in order. There's one thing I need to do in the rear end, and then we should be good to go to bring it out and do some street driving today. I'm a little worried because technically, well, you know what? I'm not gonna get into the legality side of things. We'll be all good. That worked really well.
Yeah, it's almost like I've done this a time or two. Almost as if I know what I am doing.
Enough to know that I've got fluids in my car now. So now we just gotta put a dash in it and some seats and some seat belts. And we did kind of get cucked by the rain a little bit. So hopefully this goes away. We can drive this because I don't know, I just don't feel like getting soaked.
Leaking from here. Which, oh, look how nasty that is.
What was the point of taking that off?
Make sure we don't have any air bubbles that somehow work their way over.
Nice.
That'll be, besides this, that's the next highest point that we can actually, you know, open.
Yeah.
So.
Sick. And that sensor's not being used because it was for the gauge.
Click.
Cool. Well, fluids are in it. Bolts are tight enough. Nothing's gonna hit my fan. We're looking good.
Did you check any suspension bolts?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we did kind of get cucked by the rain a little bit. So it might be kind of an annoying drive, but we're gonna see. Let's see how this goes. I need to cut something out and put it in my trunk. Because if you guys remember, installed this cell. Got a bunch of open space, and we got to drive down a gravel driveway to get out of here, so take care of that. But we're almost there. Well, it sure sounds a lot better. They're coming together, man. Don't mind that. I honestly think I have a bad sensor placement. But I think minimum spec for oil pressure on these is insanely low. It's kind of weird. Otherwise, it sounds really healthy. Yes. Drove out of the shop. Pretty sweet. I'm happy. We'll hit the lights. Yeah. You did a great job on that harness in the back. Thank you.
Really?
I don't have reverse lights or brake lights yet, but I have tail lights and then marker lights. I don't know. Yeah, I don't have front marker. Oh, I do. I need to wire those in as well. But super easy. I haven't like really loomed any of that. I've got like a plastic loom over, like a nylon loom over it. So it'll be super easy to just quickly add an extra harness in for this piece here. Sick. He's being mean. He didn't even let me pull it out. How dare. Sounds really good though, man. I'm really happy with this exhaust. I know Jake's not here, but shout out to Jake, man. Happy. I can't tell you how much of a relief this is. Oh man. Big shout out to Will right now, man. The guy that's in the car tuning. I could not have gotten this done without him. And Brendan too, the gentleman there with the beard. They've kind of really helped me through this. I mean, from the harness to the ECU. I mean, I like I said from the beginning, I probably could have got it done on my own, but it would not have gotten done very quickly. And would have been a process and a half, and they made it a lot easier. So like, I just want to take a second to say thank you guys. When you watch this video, I love you. I could not have done this without you. But eventually I do got to get him out of my seat because I really want to put this thing, even in a circle around this place would be sweet. But maybe we get to do it on the road and do a little bit of tuning, a little bit of street driving, a little bit of fun.
It's like, I don't know how to mess with that.
I don't know, we'll see. This is it, this is my moment. I just need to figure out a way to fasten this inside the car because I need my drink. Yeah. Whoa. Boy, it's loud in here. That pump really makes a statement. All right, that's disgusting. That needs to be cleaned. Holy moly, so much better and still bad. Oh, I'm not gonna mess around with any of that. We don't need seatbelts where we're going. It's really been since the last garage that you've been in this car with me?
Yeah, it was your last apartment. And even then, it was a while ago.
Not a broken in clutch, holy moly. Oh, it hates life right now.
It's almost like it's not tuned. Oh, your pump died.
Not on fire?
No, why did the pump turn off?
Probably blew a fuse.
Huh. Well, that's convenient.
We may have blown a fuse!
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, alright, we got problems. We got problems!
It is hot as balls in this car. Fuse swap. We're back idling.
And yeah, it's like it doesn't have enough in it to be able to move it on its own. There's more rip up. Look at the throttle. So like, look at the throttle input. Yeah, it's not happy.
Dude,
Right now we're gonna change some tables in the ECU and see if we can get it to at least drive a little better. But this is good progress today. We're probably gonna attack this a little bit more tomorrow. I don't know how much we're gonna get today, but hopefully I come back soon with some updates and we maybe take it out on the road. Maybe we don't. Either way, love you guys. You fuck.
It's only been 4 years.
What'd you say?
Tired of pushing this car. It's only been 4 years.
Well, hey, it's a good thing we don't need to push it anymore, huh?
Yeah.
How crazy is that? Dude, a little grumpy there. Man, I sure received some damage. I totaled my pants today, but it was worth it. Every second. Man, I'm sorry, I probably sound like an asshole. I'm just really excited. Well, cool, man. I'm feeling good about today. We're gonna come back up tomorrow because we got a Corvette to work on, and Will will be up here later in the afternoon so him and I can take this thing out on the road. I'm like hoping it's not gonna rain tomorrow because if it doesn't, we'll actually be able to see and we can film some stuff. We did get rained out, so like a lot of this, like it was so loud in here because of the roof that I couldn't have even filmed anything. But moral of the story, the car runs. Things are looking up finally, and I'm so excited. This thing is going to rip. We were at like 10% throttle, and it was making boost, which isn't really anything, but it feels good, right? It feels good when your car makes boost for the first time. But it's time to move into some of the bigger things. So I went and got the messed up bash bar that we have for the car, just bolt it in, get everything roadworthy so we can drive it down to the dyno. Finally, I think. I don't know, it's late. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Welcome back. It's the next day. We have the Supra move back outside. We want to do a little bit more street tuning and driving today, but we need to get some lights put in it. Just, you know, some brake lights, some turn signals, just so it's a little bit more road legal. And then I couldn't find hardware to mount the factory seatbelt back in, so I have to dig around for that, so I can at least have something in there. I'm just trying to not get arrested doing this, which, I mean, people around here are pretty nice, and we're not going to be out there doing burnouts or drifting around. We're just trying to get the car tuned, so we should be fine, but I'd rather err on the side of caution on this one. So probably not going to film a lot of this. I think I'm just going to try to help them as much as possible, get these lights wired in, and then take everything from there. And we can kind of jump back into the project once things are tuned a little bit more. And yeah, we'll be back once we can get this thing on the road safely.